guys.
Welcome to our house again. We are on day 7 of lockdown. I must admit I'm feeling a little bit lackluster today, a little bit down given the situation, but you know, we're going to bring this workout to you anyway, and we're all going to feel better for it. Ryan is going to take it away with the banded workout today.
Okay, so like Teresa said, our workout today is going to require the use of some bands. If you don't have any bands at home, that's okay. We're going to show you some variations where you can use a set of dumbbells or even a set of cans of beans or jackfruit if you've got those instead. So I'm going to show you how to do this with a looped band. So it goes all the way around. Teresa's going to show you how to do these movements with a straight band, which is more likely what most of you have at home. A straight band, and most of you will have one of these with handles on the end. Ours does not have handles on the end, but Teresa's just going to wrap her.
Just imagine that it does.
So, today's workout we want to make a little bit more strength-based, which means we're looking for a little bit more difficulty in each movement. We're going to give you a rep range. It's going to be 8 to 12 reps, and we're going to try and find a difficulty of about 8 out of 10 when you find the right rep range there, okay? So our first movement is going to be a deadlift. So with my looped band, I'm going to step on it. I'm holding both handles. Teresa's doing the same. What we're going to want to do is just make sure that the band has a bit of tension on it already when you're hinged over. And then stand up, squeeze the glutes. Just like we're doing a deadlift, pulling off the floor. Okay? And then, again, the variation, if you don't have a band, we can use some dumbbells or some cans, and we're just going to do that as a Romanian deadlift, starting from the top. Okay? So our next movement is going to be a press. So with my looped band, just going to put this behind my back, put my hands through, and Teresa will do the same. Again, we want a little bit of tension already on the band when your elbows are bent back, and then we are pushing forward. Now again, if you don't have the bands, we can use some dumbbells, and we're going to do this as a dumbbell floor press or a can floor press. So we're just laying back and pushing those to the sky. Our third movement is going to be a squat. So with my looped band, I'm going to step right over it, and I'm going to hold my hands down by my side because the looped band has a little more tension. Teresa, what she's going to do is she's going to take the band and actually throw it over her shoulders so that she gets a good amount of tension on hers. And if you have a handle band, you can hold those handles right up by your shoulders. And we are squatting for this one. Keeping that chest nice and high, knees open. And again, if I need to do a variation with dumbbells or cans, we're just going to hold those up on our shoulders. Our fourth movement we're on now is going to be a seated row. So if you've got a post to wrap this band around, you can do that. If you don't, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a seat here. I'm going to put the band around the bottom of my feet, sit up nice and tall, and I'm going to pull back on that band, doing a row. And again, if you're using dumbbells, you can do this as a bent over row. Hold the dumbbells at your side, hinge, and pulling back. And then our fifth and final movement for the circuit is going to be a shoulder lateral fly. So we'll step on the band again, and we're gonna raise it out to the side. Now, this looped band has a little bit too much tension for me to be able to do it there, so I'm gonna use a thinner one, still looped. And if you find that the band does have a lot of tension on it still, and it's a little bit challenging, we can do this from the knees, so you're not pulling as much tension on as Teresa's gonna be doing from a standing position. And we're just gonna raise out to the side. And again, if you've got dumbbells or cans, same motion, but using the dumbbells. Okay, so those are our 5 movements. Now again, as I mentioned earlier, we're looking for this to be a little bit more challenging and a little bit more strength-based. A lot of our stuff recently has been a bit more cardio-based. So each movement is 8 to 12 repetitions. If you hit 8 reps and you're feeling like it's already an 8 out of 10 difficulty, stop there. If you can go up to 12, and then you get to your 8 out of 10 difficulty, stop there or anywhere in between. And if you find that you can get to 12 and you still feel like you've got a lot left in the tank, shoot us a message and we're going to tell you how to make that harder. But the easiest way would just be to wrap the band a little bit more to pull more tension onto it. Okay? So, Teresa and I are going to go through one round of this workout with you guys and just dropping some cueing while we do it. And then we'll leave you guys to finish off. And today we're going to go for 4 rounds. Okay? So, starting with our deadlift, we already want a little tension on at the bottom. Feet are firmly grounded. Shoulders pulled back, lats engaged. Big breath into the belly, squeeze it tight. Stand up, squeeze the glutes. 3, 4, 5. Making sure we're getting full hip extension, but not pressing forward and arching in the lower back. And 12. Okay, so next we're doing our press. Shoulders set back and down, and we are trying to keep those elbows 45 degrees from the body. We're not sticking them right out to the side. Imagine that your upper arms and your spine are making the shape of an arrow rather than a T. And 12. Good. Next one is our squat. So again, with a bit of a lighter band, you can throw it over your shoulders. With a heavier band, you can keep the weight down by your side. And we're keeping that chest nice and proud. Knees open. And just get whatever depth you're comfortable here. And 12. And you can hear us putting a powerful breath into that. We want to make sure we're breathing, but breathing a little bit powerfully to make sure we're still holding good tension. And now our row. Shoulders set back and down. Pulling, squeezing the lats. Good. And then finally, our lateral raise. Now for this one, we don't need the fist to come above the shoulders, just to about shoulder height will do. is a tough one. Okay, so that's one round. Take a minute to catch your breath, grab a sip of water, and when you're done 4 rounds, get in your cool down and shoot us a message or leave a comment to let us know how it went.
Yay! Enjoy your day.
I feel better already.